Hey everyone, welcome to GardenFork, another edition of viewer mail. I've been trying to do these every 2 weeks on like a Thursday or a Friday or Saturday. So this is, I think, number 3 of our viewer mail series. Let me know about what you think of the mail series, if I could talk. Show notes below, all right? First off, a couple of new videos this week. We did a how to make small batch sauerkraut, which is based on my friend Leda Meredith's book, Preserving Everything. I mean, I talked about this in the video, but I really like this book. There's a link below if you want to purchase it. Really interesting lady. I've learned a lot from her. One of the things I need to edit in the video is I think 1.5 teaspoons for a pint container is a little too much salt for making the sauerkraut, or creating the salty brine for the sauerkraut. You can do larger batches, and we're gonna make kind of a big batch video because I bought a big ceramic crock and I wanna make a big batch as well. But I think that kind of the thing that people are put off by sauerkraut is they always thought they had to make this big thing of it, you know, like a big bowl of it. And you don't. And it's, I call it the gateway to fermentation is sauerkraut. Of course, we have some viewer mail about that. I love doing it this way. Have used large containers as well. My favorite is a half-gallon mason jar. And I add seeds and juniper berries. Neat. It only takes 4 or 5 days in a warm area for it to be sour enough for the hubby. Great videos, Eric. So yeah, mason jars come in pretty big sizes. You can buy them in big ones. Our local hardware store actually does sell them. You might have to check online for those. But the juniper berry thing has become a recurring theme in the comments here. Peter says, hello from France, very interesting video. Most people have lost the art of preserving food. It's pathetic how much gets thrown away. Just one point, I thought sauerkraut was floured with juniper berries. And I know where you put the plunger. So we actually have a juniper berry bushes, 2 of them in the yard here. And they have these kind of spiky berries on them right now, and I'm wondering if they are an edible variety of juniper. If you know, would you let us know in the show notes below? I'm also going to do some research online, but they're very interesting looking. They don't look like the juniper berries I've seen in the store. And yeah, a little on-air GardenFork fun is I was going to use my food processor to grate the cabbage, and I thought I had lost the plunger. And the plunger was where it was supposed to be all along. I don't know if you guys caught that. A lot of people did. It's kind of fun. It's just, you know, it's the imperfect how-to. That's GardenFork. I spent like 10 minutes looking for the plunger. I turned the camera off. I was like, oh, there it is. By the way, real quick, if you would consider supporting GardenFork on a monthly basis, for a cost of a cup of coffee, $3 a month, we're asking for a monthly support, I guess is the word, sorry, for GardenFork. It's called a Patreon campaign. There's links in the show notes below. You can also go to patreon.com/GardenFork. A bunch of people stepped up to the plate, and I really appreciate that. If you are tight for money, don't. Just keep watching our videos and leave comments, okay? We all have a roof over our heads. I'm okay. Drilling into brick. I have an older video about how to hang shelves on a brick wall, and I constantly get questions about whether when you're drilling, should you drill into the brick or should you drill into the mortar? And I mainly work on really old buildings, and I always see the mortar crumbling way before I see brick crumbling, unless the wall has a moisture issue, and then the brick will crumble. But the whole wall is going to crumble then. When you want to hang something on a brick wall, do you drill into the brick or do you drill into the cement? Find out today. My experience has been to drill into the brick, but not the mortar. So watch the video and let me know what you think. Well, a couple of commenters have asked about what's called 3-hole brick. Now, modern day brick is actually to be made more lightweight, and it takes less material to make it, is the center here has 3 holes, kind of like cinder blocks do as well. And several people asked, well, Eric, if you're going to drill, if this is the face, and then you drill into the hollow of this hole, then are you losing some of the structural strength? I don't think so, because the video is really about how to hang lightweight and medium weight objects on a wall. It's not to hang that super large 80-inch TV on your wall. And this depth here from your face of the brick to that hole is over an inch, and that's more than enough bite if you put in a plastic anchor or a lead anchor. I think you're totally fine. All right, again, what are your thoughts? Let me know below. Today's featured YouTuber, I just kind of believe that karma is boomerang, and there's a number of people with YouTube channels that reach out to me either through their comments or they email me directly. And I just want to tell everyone about their channels. So today we're going to talk about Sherry's channel, Flannel Acres. It's kind of like a slightly different version of GardenFork. It's eclectic DIY homesteading. Sherry keeps bees. She's also working on bicycling. She's getting ready to do some long distance bicycle rides, kind of like GardenFork Radio co-host Mike goes on those big bike rides. And I just watched an episode of theirs about hobo lasagna, and it incorporates a lot of things I like: an open fire, cool tools to make food, and carbs, because I love carbs, even though they don't like me. So check out Sherry's channel. The link is below in the show notes there, or you can just type into your YouTube search bar, Flannel Acres. All right, tell her Eric said hello. Leave some comments for her. Spread the word about her show. All right? On GardenFork Radio this week, I was with Eric from Root Simple, who has a really nice site with his wife Kelly about, it's basically like GardenFork with the West Coast version, I'd call it, DIY living. They also have a nice iTunes podcast. They have some very interesting guests on there. And we did a kind of co-hosting, co-collaborative thing for GardenFork Radio. So if you want to check that out, those are on iTunes, and they are also on our website. And of course, I'll put a link below or in the show notes for that. So there you go. Just wanted to say thank you again for watching. I appreciate hearing from everybody. And it's Friday now, so I'm going to edit this and put it up on the website. I'd be curious to find out other shows that you guys watch on YouTube. If you'd put those in the show notes here, I mean in the YouTube comments. There are other people I'd like to feature and also do some collaborations with, perhaps. All right? So make it a great day. Go do cool stuff. I'll see you later.